Published, 1933 Eastern Standard Time, the 20th of February 2018. Updated, 21:24 Eastern Standard Time, the 20th of February 2018. Knowing where your savings should be at any given age can be a challenge, especially once unexpected emergencies, student loans and mortgages are factored in. But regardless of your personal situation, savings are paramount to a comfortable lifestyle and should be a priority for all Australians. Budgeting expert and Keep Calm Get Organised founder, Ms Thompson-Laing, 32, recently put together a list of costs people should consider when putting together emergency savings, as well as sharing a realistic formula to follow. Ms Thompson-Laing said that while the general rule is to have 3 to 6 months of expenses saved at all times, those who are saving nothing at the end of each week need to start small. Budgeting expert and Keep Calm Get Organised founder, Ms Thompson-Laing, 32, recently put together a list of costs people should consider when putting together emergency savings and shared a realistic formula to follow. We want you to set a goal to save the excess of your car insurance or the cost of replacing an essential household appliance, like your washing machine. She said, "It will probably be an amount of $500 minus $1,000 and it may take a while. That is okay. The important thing is that you keep it saved. Don't spend it on everyday expenses. Lock it away in an account you can't easily access." For those who have a small amount of savings but a decent income, Ms Thompson-Laing recommends taking a small challenge. Sit down and work out a super tight budget. "I'm talking the minimum you can live on for a month or two," she said. "So how much should you have saved at each decade if all goes well?" Those in their 20s should try and save 10% of their gross income each year and have 3 months of expenses saved as emergency savings. Source: The Automatic Millionaire. Stick to that budget for 6 weeks, at least. It probably isn't a budget that you can keep indefinitely, but if you go hard for just 6 weeks you will build a nice little savings balance. You may also surprise yourself with how easily you can cut back. Once the 6 weeks is up, don't go crazy. Modify your budget and work out a realistic and consistent saving target and then stick to it. Repeat this process every 4 to 6 months. After a year you should have at least a month worth of income saved, plus you will have learnt some new habits to reduce your spending. So how much should you have saved at each decade if all goes well? Enough to cover a month of physiotherapy or a couple of specialist medical appointments if you got sick or injured, enough to replace an essential household appliance if it broke suddenly, enough to cover your car insurance, success enough to survive without being paid for a week, enough to cover your basic expenses, rent, mortgage, food for month, enough to cover your basic expenses for 3 months, enough to cover all general living costs for 3 to 6 months. FART is the 3-6-9 rule. According to Citibank, people should practice this rule. 3 months of take-home pay if you're renting, have a steady job and no children. 6 months of take-home pay for the highest earner, if you have a home loan and or children at home. 9 months of take-home pay if you are self-employed or have a regular income. If in doubt, 6 months is a good benchmark to aim for. Even if life goes smoothly, you'll appreciate the financial freedom and flexibility it provides. 30s by 30, Fidelity experts suggest people should have their yearly income in savings, including superannuation, of $70,944, according to the Australian Bureau of Statistics. Those in the 30s should save 12.5% of their gross income each year and have emergency savings to cover at least 3 to 6 months of expenses at all times, finance author David Bark told Business Insider Australia. This means they should be saving an average of $8,800 per year during this decade in addition to emergency savings. By 30, Fidelity experts suggest people should have their yearly income in savings, including superannuation, and according to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, this is around $70,944. 40s by 40, people should have 3 times their income saved, and with the average salary for Australians in their 40s averaging $71,136, savings should be sitting at $213,408 including super. They should also save 15% of their gross income each year during this decade and have 6 to 12 months worth of expenses in emergency savings at all times. Therefore, Australians should be saving an average of $10,670 per year during this decade in addition to emergency savings. By 40, people should have 3 times their income saved, and with the average salary for Australians in their 40s around $71,136, savings should be sitting at $213,408 including super 50s for those in the mid-50s. The average Australian income drops to $63,432, so they are expected to have 6 times their salary, approximately $380,592 saved, including superannuation. They should be saving 20% of their gross income each year, $12,686, and have 12 to 24 months of emergency savings in the bank at all times, if this above is followed. David Bach, who authored The Automatic Millionaire, believes people can retire in their 60s with 3 to 5 years of expenses set aside in highly safe investments and be able to enjoy their free time. He added that the best place to store emergency money is in a money market, a high-yield savings where it will be safe and liquid. For those in the mid-50s, the average Australian income drops to $63,432, so they are expected to have 6 times their salary, approximately $380,592 saved, including superannuation.